Hi, folks. You caught me. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on every platform you can think of. I'm Mike Morales here in the heartbeat of the San Gabriel Valley. That guy over there is
Rick Levy on the edge of the San Pasqual Valley.
there you go. On the edge. You're always on the edge, bro. Let me tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are blessed with tasting, dissecting, and taking a look at Cabal. Cabal Tequila, or Tequila Cabal. It's probably more appropriate to call it Tequila Cabal. We had to nominate the Blanco. We had to nominate it for packaging. It is glorious. It's a beautiful display piece. Rick discovered in his research that there's another bottling that's more standard bottling, I guess.
Yeah, it seems that this bottling, the horse bottle, is a special edition bottling, and they have a standard bottling in a much less ornate bottle. It goes for a few dollars cheaper.
Yeah, you know, I said to Rick, I said, here's what you do: you get one that you can drink, and get the other one. And when you're done drinking the one out of the horse's head, just fill it with the standard bottle, and boom,
Right.
It's a beautiful display piece. Anyway, we're gonna taste the juice. We love the Blanco. We're gonna taste the Reposado, and I'm gonna use my Stasel Jarrito that I normally use for mezcal. You got to be careful to look at. If you see this, that pour spout is very short. So you don't want it to dribble on anything important like your computer. You know,
In there.
yeah. And Rick is using his tequila Stossel. Both of these you can get if you're interested. You can find these at Chisholm Trail Craft Glasses. There's a link to them from our website, and they have it was their design, and they're manufactured by Stossel. They also make the Glencairn, which I'm going to use for the añejo. But this is the Jarrito, which is
And with the Jarrito, we had the honor of being involved in the early evaluation of it.
Yep, Rick did an extensive breakdown of all the facets of the Jarrito.
And, because I'm a real dork.
Well, yeah, he's the catadork in the So, again, look at this. Rich legs and tears. I was so taken by the nose last time. I didn't even look at the legs and tears in the Blanco until later. Oh, these are nice. It's just...
Ooh. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, down the spine.
Rick is an ecstasy, folks. That's the sound of ecstasy for those of you listening to us in the podcast, okay?
Oh, I got the tingles down the spine.
We call that tequila porn. I can get now I'm getting more of the baked agave coming out on the nose. I'm not sure what that is because there's no, on the Blanco I got more alcohol and it was bringing up all the lime zest and all the citrus and the orange. And now this is much more complex. It's much more layered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's even sweeter now. I mean, sweeter on the nose from like baking spices or something.
They're using American oak barrels. They're aging the Reposado for 8 months.
It's rather, if you look at the color, it's kind of a pale gold, not straw. It does have some color to it. I would call it a pale gold. Or blonde ale, maybe? I don't know. Beautiful legs and tears, just gorgeous. But the nose, we were enamored by the nose.
Sense of vanilla from the barrels.
Yeah. Now this one is a little bit more barrel forward, but it's still bringing up the agave. I got it more on the Reposado on the nose than I did on the Blanco on the nose.
It's still very bright, but also warm. I think that's what, triggered the tingles.
The tingles? Rick's spidey tingle.
Yeah. My agave sense.
The spidey sense. That's just nice. Wow, I can only imagine what it's like in the tequila one, because with the mezcal one, it's a little bit wider mouth and shorter chimney, and it just comes right up and says hi. There's no hiding it. You don't have to dig for it. You don't even need a big sample if you're watching this on video. If these glasses are so accurate that you don't need a lot of sample to get something out of it, which is why I in the past I've used the Glencairn Canadian whiskey blended glass, or blended Canadian whiskey glass, however they call it, because it's much wider, and you only need a little bit of mezcal, and it's just gorgeous, and it does the job. And so
Right.
this one is the
These
same.
have the wide semi-flat bottom, so you can just pour a little bit in there, and if you aren't doing a big pour, it's not going to retain a lot of heat. It can, start lifting the aromas
Yeah.
faster, and then the chimney focuses it.
Okay,
But enough about the glass.
we got to taste it now. Wow. Oh my God. You first.
All right. So it's not coming through as creamy for me on the palate, but it does have kind of a nice, almost butterscotch texture to it.
Yep.
So it's just, slightly thinner, but, warm with those notes.
Yeah, it's still got great structure. The wood is there now. Oh, now I'm getting the warm fuzzy. I'm getting a longer
Right.
piece. And that's got to be from the wood, from the tannins, the blending of the two. I think it's so well balanced, because I still have detected the agave mixed in with the wood. That still had the agave texture and flavor. Now more on my palate than on the retronasal. Even with the Blanco, I didn't get it until I had the retronasal go through. But this one is right there. It's really just, it's a nice dovetail. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's still
The
rich.
minerality isn't quite as strong as in the Blanca, but, of course, a lot of those things do get rounded off. And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
being in the wood.
Mm.
Mm. Oh, but for the folks listening on audio, my eyes are just rolling back in my head here.
Oh yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is warmer, longer finish. The body and the structure are there. Um, uh, More wood notes are coming to obviously coming to the surface. Do we know if these are used barrels? Well, they have to be used, right? No, it
It
just
just
says.
says American White Oak.
So we do, because I'm not getting the whiskey notes though. It's not, for me. It's not whiskey forward. That's why I'm wondering
Yeah.
if they're used barrels are generally whiskey or bourbon. But I'm not getting that here. I'm just getting agave and wood. That's and whatever char the wood had, you know.
Yeah. And I'm not getting a lot of barrel sweetness
No,
either.
I'm not either. On retronasal, I get a little sweetness, but not a lot. Just so faint in the back of my palate. Wow, this is stunning. I don't know who's doing their barrel management, but kudos to that person, because it could be male or female. We don't know. I don't know. Um, okay, is this coming out of 1480, which is Tequila Las Americas, which generally, by and large, the majority of their brands that come out of there are organic. This one, however, is not. I think we surmised or determined that the family that the brand owners are working with are agaveros, and horsemen. They have a long history of, they kind of almost go hand in hand in the highlands anyway, or in the Valle up to the highlands. And so we're suspecting that they harvest the agave in an organic method. And then they take it to 1480, where they process it and make it into tequila. I did get some information from. Let me get his name too. I don't want to stumble over his name.
While you're looking that up, I can give out the pricing here.
Yeah.
On their website, they're suggesting you go through Caskers. I haven't seen it elsewhere yet. But this special limited edition bottle, the Black Label, is going for $71 for the Reposado, and then the standard edition white label is going for $63.
I think it's worth it. In fact, I know it is, because this is what Everardo Gonzalez is one of the brand owners. I believe he's the CEO, and along with his two partners. He said to me that technically they are organic, and I've heard that before. But here's his description of the process: as we process the plants and the fields in the same manner, we do not use pesticides on our crops, and we use fire instead, as well as aerate and clear out weeds. So he says, each brand has to, if they want to be certified organic, they pay for it. So what he says that the Montes and Hernandez family are a family of mine, and so we were directly with them on a more personal level than other brands. And so it sounds legit to me. It sounds like they're basically as organic as organic gets, and that's cool with me. So that being the case, what do you think, Rick? Do you think it's a worthy Brand of Promise nominee?
Absolutely. It's a fantastic profile.
Yeah. And what?
It's like, for the collectors, this is a fancy bottle you'll love to have on your shelf, but the juice does not disappoint.
Yeah. I can't quibble about the price when you have this kind of quality, and knowing the roots of where the agave is coming from and the family responsible. It's worth every penny, And like I said before, buy one of these to start you off, and then get the other bottle and just fill this one, and then you're there, Just be careful, as I said, the pour spout's rather short. It's got a longer cork than normal, but you don't want to spill it, on a keyboard or on your, you don't want to spill any of this stuff. Actually, if you do, put some on your neck and your pulse points. But anything else we want to say about this? This is a beautiful tequila. It really, really is. Thanks to Cabal for making this happen, and they package these things. I thought for sure that we'd lose it. They wrapped them in this stuff. These things. Look at it. Every bottle came wrapped like a mummy, and they haven't tasted. We don't even lose a horse yet. And you know how tough that is when you're sending pallets to anywhere, to a liquor store. Just to put this on the shelf. That's a
I'd love to know more about the barrels. As whether they're new or used. They do say that they're charred, as opposed to toasted, I guess.
That makes sense. I detected the chars because there's no light toastiness on this thing. There's a deep. I wouldn't say a finish is dry, but there is a longer finish. Which is reminiscent of the Blanco. But I'm sold, man. This is outstanding stuff. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's our take on Cabal Tequila Cabal, which I guess in Mexico is Cabaldura. It's known by the longer name, and this is for the import market, and Cabal is a lot easier to say too. It is everything about horsemanship and agaveros and and beasts of burden and modes of
not about secret societies.
Yeah, not a secret society. It's not. It's not. I don't even want to go there. I'm done talking about politics for a long time, man. But that's our take on Tequila Cabal. I'm Mike Morales here in the heartbeat of the San Gabriel Valley. That guy out there is
Rick Levy, a little bit further south.
You have been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. Follow us on all of our channels like Instagram. Say hi, reach out. If you're watching us on YouTube and on the video cast, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified, because now what we're doing every month, we stream these. We drop them. We drop everything that we did the month before, now probably the month before that, because we're so backed up. And you can binge watch all of these, like you can.
We are the Netflix of tequila, man.
That's it. We're the Netflix of tequila, man. So subscribe, get the notification bell, give us a like, and whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.